I'm Adaeze Feyisayo Samuel. I'm a reproductive and naturopathic wellness consultant, and I guide women to embody joy and reproductive wellness for a life of fulfillment and success. Basically, equipping them with tools that help them improve their reproductive health, improve their emotional health, their confidence, to stop being in a place where their body is in constant pain because of menstrual disorders, and basically just stuff like that. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about something key that I finally have been able to hack. So I'm going to be talking about how to heal acne and to stop hormonal acne. A lot of us, we don't even need to track our cycles. We don't need to tell people around us to track, that we're on our, we're menstruating. Immediately we're menstruating, everybody can see the acne. So this is my face. I just have my brows done and I have my lips, and look at my skin. I'm not gonna lie, I've always had good skin privilege, but when I was working an exhausting job a couple of years ago, I really struggled with acne that just wouldn't fade. And it took my mom, who is actually a licensed herbal medical practitioner, to tell me, like, these are signs of severe hormonal imbalance. Yeah, my testosterone was off the charts. I was having like hair growing out my neck, and then pulling it out was leaving like dark spots. It was a whole thing. Anyway, that is why I'm ready to share my strategy with you, and also to share more resources that have supported other Nigerian women and even some women in the UK and in the US to get to feel safe, feel healthy, feel beautiful in their bodies, and that empowering them to create their dream lives. All right. So basically, let's just get into, if you're signed up to my Embody Joy newsletter on Substack, you probably got the email notification for the live, and I already shared the outline, but I'm just gonna share it again. We're gonna talk about the research and statistics around beauty standards, body weight or body size standards, and how it impacts women's opportunities, especially their economic opportunities. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about my game-changing strategy. It's going to be a 5-step strategy. We're going to roll through it because I'm just so excited to share this with you. If you saw the shorts, you know that I have announced that I have a new product coming on the market. And you know that this week we're celebrating Embody Healing Tea. I've mentioned it and I've put in a few shorts of mine, vlog shorts of mine. Embody Healing Tea, which is my tea brand that supports women with reproductive wellness, is celebrating 5 weeks on the global market. Like, can you imagine that? We've traveled around Nigeria, we've traveled to the UK, we've traveled to the US, and we love to see it, just love to see women, and women are giving their testimonies of how we'll talk more about that later. So I'm going to give my game-changing strategy, then I'm going to share some tips that will help you stay disciplined and consistent in your beauty when you are trying to improve your beauty and your skin health, right? And then finally, I'm going to share product announcements and things like that. So that being said, welcome to the live. Again, we're talking about how to heal painful acne and how to stop hormonal acne. I've been there, and I want you to be there as quick as possible. This is, the makeup. Let's get into beauty standards and how it impacts women's opportunities, especially their economic or financial opportunities. I'll be the first person to say that I have enjoyed what people will call healthy skin privilege. Everything's being called privilege right now, so I'm just gonna say healthy skin. I've enjoyed it. I've had colleagues look at me and be like, oh no, like, you can't stay in the sun. Like, they would just get a shade for me because of my skin. Like, they're invested in how healthy my skin is and the proximity. People want to stand close to me when I take pictures. And this is also like my healthy skin. I'm going to go deeply into how this impacts women, right? So for some women, this is what happens. Number one, the truth about it is that the beauty standard in the world right now is for you to be thin, for you to have glowy skin. It's why we have all these products on the market. There's no product on the market that makes you have, wrinkles, that makes you, well, there's some which can have that as an adverse effect, don't get me wrong. But, you have products. Hi, welcome to live. I'm from Lagos, Nigeria. Thanks for asking, thanks for joining. So yeah. So you see, there are no products that have the adverse effect. They just have like that have the adverse effect, right? There are no products advertising like, oh, buy this product so that you can look this certain way, which will not help you get pretty privileged, people will say. But me, I'm more of a fan of feminine energy privilege. I'll get into that, goddaughter privilege, but like we'll get into that as we talk more in the live. Anyway, so you see that statistics show that women who are thinner, women who have healthier looking skin, women who have longer hair, like for example natural hair in Nigeria, people will see you as, oh, you have more resources, oh, you have certain soft skills and certain you have certain soft skills, like you have more discipline, you have more focus, you have more of a supportive network around you because you have the time to take care of your natural hair for it to grow long, right? So you see that people also believe that when you are a healthy woman, people are attracted to you because you're healthy looking, and if you are thin, people think, oh, you have access to better nutrition, better organic food, a nutritionist, a personal trainer, and you have the time to carry out beauty maintenance regimens and routines. Stay with me. So you see that these perceptions automatically, when people feel you have better access to resources and time being the most important and profitable resource, people gravitate towards people like that. People want to also give to people like that because they want to access their network. People want to just bask in their beauty because beauty is social power, right? And we're seeing in this day and age with social media how much influence beautiful women have and how that increases their financial power, and also is why we have influencer marketing, for example, and we can see like the beauty industry, how much billion-dollar industry it is. Same thing with the reproductive health industry because it's closely linked to your beauty, because the organs that help with maintaining your beauty, in quote, are organs that also function with your reproductive health care. So stay with me. Another thing is that you can have access to more job opportunities when you're beautiful, when you're thin. You can have access to career advancement opportunities. You can have a salary boost, because I've had situations where I've been at workspaces where I'm put forward. Now, I'm not particularly thin, but I fit the Nigerian beauty standard of what a beautiful Nigerian will look like. You know, I have the, permit me to say, I have the curves, the good skin, the natural hair, which I'm proud to wear. You know, I switch things up. I'm like, you know, just a girl is, I'm in my beauty currency and I'm spending it. And what people don't get about beauty is about self-perception. It's not about just your outward appearance, right? It's about your self-perception. With your self-perception, you take care of your health, and your health will pay you back. Your health, the time you invest in your health to enhance your health, will always pay you back, right? So that payment is by you looking healthy, you looking glowy, and we talked about what society attaches to things like that. Another thing is another way that it impacts women's opportunities is that oftentimes when people are not eating well, they're not healthy, it's not only their face or their skin health. It could also be things like, it shows in different slight ways people never think about. It could be, number one, your sweat could smell off. To you, it smells normal, but I'm telling you, we human beings, we still have our animal savage brains, as one of my coaches will say. And people pick these off you. When you were clean, even when you sweat, like when I was really eating, as people call clean in quotes, right? I was eating my food organic. I'm getting things from the farms as they're being harvested. I'm really like, I'm doing my, while I was researching my Niger cycle syncing guide to write, I noticed the way, even when I'm working out, I don't stink. It's just literally water coming out of my skin. It is intense. And so the way you smell attracts or repels people, and that also influences your pheromones. So people don't really think about things like that when we really talk in-depthly about beauty, your reproductive health. And let's just get into it. Let's talk about the skin for a second, right? The skin is the largest organ in your body. What are you feeding your skin? You know me, you know how we do our live streams. I would ask you questions that would let you go back and think and do your inner work. Let's go. What are you feeding your skin? If I was to wake you up in the middle and say, your 5 top ingredients in all of the skincare you use right now, listed. What does it mean? What does it do? Can you tell me? Has your skin eaten vitamin C today? Through anything you put on it? No. Now, this is not just talking about ingestion. People talk about how nutrition is also inward. Yes, it is. But if the largest organ in your body only has to take the crumbs after your liver is done with it, after your kidney is done with it, after your spleen is done with it, after your heart is done with it, after your brain is done with it, after your spinal cord and your nerves are done with it, maybe that's why you look the way you look. I'm sorry. I have to say it. So you really need to think about it deeply. If you've been in a position where it's just like you were optimistic, emailing back to back with an employer, you go for your interview and then the energies are just off and you're like, it could be your body language because a lack of self-confidence, right? People also ascribe beauty with you being youthful. So if you show up and you don't look as youthful as your automated online appearance appears for a job, I'm using a job example as an example, is how this can impact you. Beauty standards can negatively impact a woman. It just, you see other people's body language and how they perceive you. And if someone is not grounded in themselves and they don't have their self-love, they've not done their self-love work and their inner self-worth and love work, it can impact the person, right? So, and of course, just being beautiful, being thinner, you just have access to things. Why would you pay so much money for things when you can get it for free? That is another thing people don't think about, right? So we see that if you are in a place where you've had to take a salary renegotiation cut, or you've had to take a salary lower, number one, your self-worth needs to be worked on, that's by the way. But however, you see that the perception of the people changed. You don't know what happened, what caused it, but you know that when your presence was there, you have articulated how you were speaking, you watched lots of interview negotiation skills. It could be the way they're perceiving you and your beauty, because underneath, if you don't have healthy skin, it shows whether you're wearing makeup or not. And one thing about this channel, we're going to talk about how we can embody our vision life, how we can build all of our numerous skills, especially things related to our reproductive wellness, so that we can create sustainable wealth and live our envisioned life. And we're just going to keep it real. So that being said, you need to think about yourself. What are the opportunities you've lost out on? Has someone been mean to you? Have you right in your face been like someone doesn't offer a helping hand and they offer to someone thinner with glowier skin or presenting themselves in a particular way? It may not even be about a weave or hair. It could just be about them embodying their own feminine beauty archetype, or just their own being in their essence. It could be that their nervous system is so regulated that they are calm, right? They're just chill. It could be any of these things. And sorry, my ring light died. Okay, yeah. So it could be any of these things and people don't even know. So these are the ways how beauty standards impact women's, economic opportunities. And if you are stressed, we talked about it. If you are stressed, when you are stressed, and you go through emotional stress because of discrimination, because of beauty standards, we've talked about how all those unprocessed emotions overwork your what? Your liver, your kidney, your spleen, your heart. And that could lead to what? Menstrual disorders, a more painful menstruation, your menstruation ceasing completely. It could also just be worse, hormonal imbalance that could lead to PCSO, right? And also even overeating. And one thing about excess fat boosts estrogen growth. And estrogen growth, excessive estrogen growth and excess fat plus equals to fibroids. That's crazy. Just because you were mistreated for not having glowy skin, and you don't express how you feel about that mistreatment and process that anger and leave, you could get stuck in a cycle of emotional health, harmful, having like poor emotional health that could harm your reproductive wellness. I know. Okay, let's get into my strategy. We talked about like the beauty standard and its impact on women's economic opportunities. My strategy number one, I think by now if you're on this channel, you know what I'm going to mention. If you are with me on the live, comment it in the comment section. And if you're watching the replay, comment in the comment section also. Cycle syncing. Exactly. We're going to talk about cycle syncing. Cycle syncing is very easy. It's just looking at, number one, knowing your body. We're getting to a place in the world right now where you cannot afford spiritually, mental health wise, emotional health wise. We talked about the connection between our mental health, our spiritual health. and of course our emotional health and our reproductive health, right? Your physical health, your financial health, and even socially, right? Because your beauty currency, your beauty power influences people, and that boosts your social health and boosts your economic opportunities. We just talked about that. You cannot be in a way to get into a part of the world where the ongoing global economic chaos. You want to be your most healthiest self. You want to embody reproductive health so that you are tapping into your brain, your pituitary gland, and you are tapping into the support of your vital organs to create income generating businesses and opportunities for yourself. And you start that with cycle syncing. If you feel out of place, you feel confused most of the days, you feel like you're working, you don't have any direction you're going in, you just feel sick, you feel weight, like you feel heavy, even when you work out, you don't feel so balanced, you feel the endorphins for a little while, and then after a while, it's like you're back to where you were at. You need to check, could I be experiencing hormonal imbalance? Am I struggling to maintain my energy levels? How is my mood? How my mood swings. Now I talk about how cycle syncing is key for emotional regulation on this channel, and I will always blow that horn. So the first step of my game-changing beauty strategy is you need to start cycle syncing today. If you want to increase your energy levels, you want to increase your productivity, you want to increase your creativity, because you are tuned into your body and you know when to come up with ideas, when to plan those ideas, when to execute those ideas, and of course when to conclude and review those ideas, you need cycle syncing. Apart from that, we're going to talk about the second thing is your nutrition. They say that a beautiful woman is made with what she eats. I would say yes, actually yes. And it goes deeper than that. It's not just about what you put in your body, like I said earlier, it's about what your skin is eating also. So feeding your skin internally, here are a few things of my own personal strategy that I'll share with you. Number one, drink lots of water. The woman who they start off the economics of thinness, the Economist popular article that really looks into like the research and statistics on how much, work wage disparities between women who are thinner and women who are obese. They talk about how the French diet for being thin is drinking water. Water is life. Even in Genesis 1 was one of the first things God did. He separated the waters. The waters in heaven different from the waters in the seas and the land, and he made them in different versions. Just to tell you how vital. Hi Susan, you're welcome, Jem. That's to tell you how important water is. Water is life. If you want to lose weight, every time you feel hungry, I've said it before on this channel, you need to sit, and especially my Niger cycle syncing guide. If you feel hungry, you need to ask yourself, oh, this is my body needing something. But you've conditioned your body to turn to food first. You need to decondition your body. You need to do one thing first. You need to take in deep breaths, right? And exhale. Do the breathing exercise I've taught in previous videos to calm your nervous system down, to really key into how you're feeling. Then drink water. Do those two things first, and then you figure out if you want to actually sleep, you want us to just drink water, or you actually are hungry. Don't just run to food. That's been a game changer for me, drinking water. And of course, one of the causes of hormonal acne is clogged skin. The oil production is increased when your hormones fluctuate. And then that clogged, like the increased oil in your skin plus bacteria, it causes hormonal acne. Which is why you will see when you read my Niger cycle syncing guide, it teaches you what part of your self-care, body care you should be doing at certain parts of your cycle. We need to get to a point, the way technology is being automated. Okay, Susan said, I feel like majority of fat in my body is water, which is with how much I drink water. Susan, you made me laugh. Okay, that's a wonderful comment. I love that. Drink water, gems. So that's my first one. The second part of my strategy when it comes to nutrition is I swapped, like when I say, you know, when you put something on the tray like that, you just swap it. The way I meticulously eat the foods that give me the nutrients I need for each phase of my cycle, I've been doing that for like over 10 months now, and I think I've adjusted it. I know like when my cycle changed. I feel it in my body now. And you need to get that in your own self. Do you want to get to a place where you feel changes in your body? You can be in a relaxed, rested state and observe like your feelings, observe thoughts that come through, because you know, number one, the peace of God that transcends all understanding guards my heart and my mind. So as such, you're in a state where you are in a place of trust and truth, because you can't have peace without trust and truth. You trust in yourself because you know your body. Do you want to get there? You need to start cycle syncing what you eat. You need to begin to nourish your cells with the things they will need to build themselves. Let me tell you something. Food out there right now, it's expensive. When it's not expensive, it is unhealthy or poisonous, dare I say so. So you need to be in a place where you have to ask yourself, do I want to do femininity math? Do the least to get the most. How can I eat certain key things during certain phases of my period that will give me the most nutrients, and I won't be adding ridiculous weight? So you need to switch out to eat foods that are synced with your cycles. If you need to learn more about this, I have a Niger cycle syncing guide you can buy. I will put the link in the video description. Number 2 about diet is you need to understand food you eat regulates your hormones. The number one reason why once your period comes, you become a Dalmatian, polka dots everywhere, acne everywhere, sorry to say, not sorry, is that, to be honest, you are not eating foods that are regulating your hormones. You're not eating foods that support your liver, that metabolizes hormones to do its work. And we've talked about the connection between the liver and the eyes, right? If your liver, I used to wear glasses all the time. Go and check old videos, go check my Instagram or my TikTok. Look at me now, my eyes, she's icing. She's white, she's not yellow. I'm not wearing glasses. I've been feeding my liver so good. I'm sorry for my family, but like, it's a Saturday. Enjoy the chaos of a Nigerian home on Saturday. So I've been feeding my liver so good with foods that nourish it, foods rich in vitamin A, vitamin K, and also the other vitamins your body needs. If you want to learn more, get my Niger cycle syncing guide. You need to get to that place where your investment in your health. You cannot tell me you're spending almost $30 on a skincare product, but you're not eating the equivalent of that in your food. And you wouldn't even want to get to that place. You want to do less to get the most results. So you need to know what particular nutrients you need that would nourish your vital organs to metabolize and regulate your hormones, so you don't have hormonal acne. We talked about what is hormonal acne. Hormonal acne is when there is a fluctuation or a boost in your hormones that leads to excessive oil production, which makes your skin get clogged, right? With the oil, excessive oil plus bacteria equals acne. And that thing is painful because there's bacteria there. Next point. We're also going to talk about fasting. I said it. Whether you're intermittent fasting, whether it's spiritual fasting, you need to fast. It helps reset your digestive system. You need to fast. You need to fast. You need to fast. And there are key times in your period you need to fast. Do you know that? You don't know that. Exactly. There are key times where hormonally you're supported to fast, right? It helps. Number one, a particular phase is you could do that during your ovulation phase, right? It's a perfect time. You have all this high energy, so you were best suited to fast. Don't fast before your period. Anyway, try it and see. Try it and see. Let me know. Everybody's different, but from your reproductive-naturopathic wellness consultant, try and see and let me know. Okay, so let's move on to another part of my strategy is my workouts. Let me tell you something. I'm not a fan of working out, right? And so one of my clarity consultants, wonderful clients, is on this live, and she knows I've been talking about working out with her, right? Because she's amazing and she does dance workouts, right? Dance workouts and stuff like that. And I've been telling her, like, look, I didn't used to be a workout girly, but when I did the math, like, let me run you through the numbers. Number one, if you want to work out sustainably in a way that fits you best, cycle syncing is a start. There are certain key workouts you are hormonally supported to do during the different phases of your menstrual cycle. You can pick the one that goes well with you. If you're a homebody like me, I'm not a gym girly, I'll be honest with you. But I know certain key workouts for different phases that I do that support me, support my mental health, support my physical health. So a key part of my beauty strategy when it comes to workout is you need to understand that when you work out, there are 3 key benefits you get. And they will shock you, let me tell you. Number 1, it helps with your blood flow. Remember we talked about that hormonal acne is linked to clogged pores. So if every day you're doing some form of activity to move yourself that is aligned with the hormones that support you, you don't do anything that triggers another hormone that is not supposed to be in your blood, in your body at that time of the month, you're doing things aligned with you, automatically, the weight just falls off. I mean, I see videos and pictures of myself from last year, and I see myself now after cycle syncing for over 10 months. I'm like, yo, my face was not it, and I was still cashing in on my pretty privilege. So you can max out and stack your privilege, which equals stacking sorry about the noise, which equals stacking your ability to influence and increase your bag. Femininity math, get into it. Second thing, benefit of working out in relation to your beauty regimen is that you create new brain cells. See, when I was in my deep dive into ADHD management and I came across this fact, it blew me away, but then it made total sense. Because one of the things cycle syncing helped me heal was it helped me heal my ability to overcome executive dysfunction that I get as someone who is on the spectrum of ADHD and autism. And that is a major thing with people who are on that spectrum struggle with, right? So imagine me being able to consistently during the day, different points in time, overcome executive dysfunction that shows up in different ways. And one key way is exercising, because you're creating new brain cells that support your brain. And remind you, when you're cycle syncing, you're trying to get fit, you're on your fitness journey, or you're max out my beauty privilege journey, or you're setting up such structures and routines and strategies, there's key affirmations you say to yourself. And remember what we say, affirmations, what we say repeatedly, recite to ourselves repeatedly, believe repeatedly, help our brains create new neural pathways, which makes the brain begin to enforce its thinking in our body, makes the brain change how our body behaves, and then makes the brain carry out confirmation bias. It only sees that as the reality. Now imagine if while you're saying these affirmations, you're working out aligned with your hormonal cycle, and it's helping you create new brain cells that support that reality. So you wake up every day, you go for your 10 minutes walk in nature, if that's the cycle phase you're in. You breathe in, you breathe out. You say, I'm the apple of God's eye. That's Zechariah 2:8. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That means I'm always taken care of, because people don't tell you what actually makes a woman with magnetic feminine energy magnetic is faith. Faith in the fact that she's always taken care of. Faith in the fact that she's always taken care of. Imagine that. Now, and the third thing why you should work out, according to the menstrual phase, part of the phase you're in, is that you need to, of your menstrual cycle, it helps you boost your happy hormones, like your endorphins and like your dopamine, right? And these happy hormones, they have the, happiness hormones, as we, medical people would call it. The way I got bursed from arts and law class on graduate studies to medicine undergrad is giving icon. You'll agree with me, it's giving icon. Okay, so if you want to get to a place where you can boost your hormones, you boost your happy hormones, you need to work out with the workouts that best suit the hormones that are surging during a particular phase of your menstrual cycle. If you would like to know more about that, I break down all the workouts in my Niger cycle syncing guide. The book is linked in my description of the video. If it's not there now, it'll be there once the live stream replay is up. So another part of my strategy is to boost my immune system support or functioning and regulate my nervous system. See, We're also in the trend of, oh, the mirror, the mirror, the mirror. And when you Google that word, what is the word associated with it? Calm, confidence, quiet confidence. We all love that lady we see who's not only gorgeous, who not only her appearance is on fleek, who not only smells amazing or smells like, somebody's yearly salary. She's calm. And it's not a calmness where it's only class etiquette. It's a calmness from within her. Her nervous system is regulated. When you are cycle syncing, you begin to eat foods that regulate, remember, support, and nourish your body. And with that way, you can nutritionally regulate your nervous system. Amazing, absolutely amazing. And there are practices to regulate your nervous system. I would leave a link to a free guide I have to help you with the practices to regulate your nervous system. I'll put it also when I'm posting the replay. Someone should be writing the promises I'm making in this video in the comment section. So when you boost your immune system with certain things you eat, you notice that a lot of good quality skincare products have vitamin C in it, right? And it's because vitamin C is powerful. It's a building block for the body to heal itself, for the body to be able to absorb iron or absorb certain nutrients from fruits that it needs to build up its cells, right? And that's the reason why my body healing tea, the orange tree mistletoe tea, is a bestseller. So I mentioned we're celebrating. This is it. This is a small pack. I've not really shown it like this on YouTube, but I'm so excited. Like the orange is one of our bestsellers. While it's for healing PCOS, fibroid, right? One of the key things is it helps with boosting your immune system because it's packed rich with vitamin C, and it also helps with regulating your nervous system. I can't tell you the amount of women across the world that have bought it and then send me voice notes, send me messages like it's crazy that they slept so good, they're so relaxed, and how that has helped them show up at work, help them show up with their businesses. Yo, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Okay? Get your teas, get your Niger Cycle Syncing Guide. You don't want to be left behind, confused, dazed, unhealthy, sick, ill, battling with confidence issues because of how you look, which could be changed with simply a lifestyle change, cycle syncing. And it's affordable. The guide gives you options of what you could buy. So you stay. Remember what we said, eating what we need. So we cut out the excesses. Don't play. Yes, Susan, don't play. You cut out the excesses and save your money. So you're getting thinner, your skin is getting glowier, your hair is getting longer because you're nourishing your body, your hormones are balanced, you're getting creative ideas because you're now connected more with your body, yourself, and with God. Hello, Millionaire. It's nice to meet you. Hi. It's really, really nice to meet you. And of course, the last but not the least is you need to change your skincare. So you need to take an audit of your skincare. I asked earlier in the video that if I woke you up at night and said, okay, 5 top things in skincare you use the most day, what are the nutritional benefits? Could you tell me? Yeah, if you don't know that, change. One of the key things we see with the global economic crisis is women's skincare suffers because they have to prioritize their budget, right? They have to prioritize their budget to get food necessities. So we talked about the importance of nutrition and workouts, etc., etc. But when it comes to skincare, if you are gonna really improve and build your own beauty strategy of my own strategy, you need to look at your skincare and you need to make sure that your beauty maintenance products are organic as much as possible. I'll give you a key example. I've gotten to a place where I don't even longer need to fix acrylics. Just what I eat, what I feed my skin, what I rub on my nail cuticles, what I eat, my workouts are making my nails grow so long. And immediately I stopped and I cut out painting my nails weekly. I cut out exposing to certain chemicals when I do acrylics. Healthier. And that's why I'm just so excited to let you know that if you want to get to a place where you spend a particular amount of money on your skincare products and it is filled with nutritious essential oils that are packed with nutrients, vitamins, all the antioxidants, anti-cancerous, anti-aging, everything. I have a skincare product launching soon. Yo, when I tell you, for the girlies that are investing in enhancing their health, stacking their beauty and privilege so they can influence, stacking their feminine energy privilege so that they can build the influence and they need to cash out from their creative ideas. Those are my customers and my clients. And when I say I'm seeing them do amazing wonders, getting jobs in like less than 2 weeks after working with me, stopping menstrual cramps and acne, that hormonal acne has been dealing with them in just one menstrual cycle after getting my products. Don't play, like Susan said, don't play with it, don't play with it. And now, I've told you all this, I've told you my strategy, but if you don't have the discipline and the consistency to, use my strategy to create your own strategy and to be, to show up for yourself, then why are we on this live? Let me give you some tips, right? Number one is to build discipline and consistency. You need to know yourself. Where are you right now? And where do you want to be? What's your vision? What's your goal? Write it down. What's your vision and your goal for your beauty strategy, for your skin health? What's your goal? What's your vision for your beauty? Do you want longer hair? Do you want softer hair? Do you want thicker hair? Do you want longer nails? Do you want stronger nails? Do you want to stop fade acne? How do you want to use your nutrition to heal all of that? Or how do you want to use the skincare products you invest in to heal all of that? So you need to really do that, right? You need to ask yourself, like, what is my goal? What is my vision? When you have that, you need to sit back and then take a moment to genuinely appreciate and love all your body has done for you. See, when I really dipped how much my body was holding on for its life, I thought I was starving it severely. When I started cycles again and eating nutritiously, and I saw how my body just flourished, I was losing weight. I wore one of my favorite two pieces yesterday and I had to roll up the waist like, girl, what's going on? Yo, when I tell you that your body is hanging on for its life and doing the most it can, you need to genuinely appreciate and love your body right now. And you need to show up for yourself. You need to see your future woman and you need to begin to embody her. And how do you do that? You begin to act. You begin to do acts. You're going to make, when you write out your vision, what are the 3 things I'm going to do a day? Looking at the strategy we just came up with. Are you going to eat 1 fruit a day that has vitamin C, which is known to clear dark spots? Are you going to drink water? Set a reminder on your phone to drink water every hour. Especially for you that have ADHD or you're on the autistic spectrum, Set an alarm and when the alarm rings, you drink water. Are you going to throw away all that plastic you're using to drink your water and buy yourself a bottle that turns water into alkaline water? I'm giving you the deep secrets nobody's going to tell you on YouTube. Or are you just going to be a mediocre girly and anything they give you at events and parties, carbs or this or that, or you just throw it eating, you don't think, how is this nourishing my body? The fact that I get to wake up every day, nourish my body, honor my body, I'm just so privileged. Okay, my phone is literally about to die out, but let me just wrap up. Second thing is you need to postpone or delay gratification. With the current world we live in with social media, our dopamine may be fried in our brains, and I've had to heal and regulate my dopamine levels, right? It's a hormone in the body, it's a happy hormone. You need to heal it. And that's a good thing about cycle syncing. When you start cycle syncing, you learn that life is cycler, especially for women, with our bodies, with our hormones. I don't have to do everything now. I heal out of hyper independence. I don't have to do everything now. Okay, Susan said it's so hard for us sweet tooth girlies. It's not. Here's the thing. What are the things you enjoy eating that you're a sweet tooth? What are the things you enjoy eating? Why do you enjoy eating it? And then incorporate it into your diet. Just reduce the frequency with which you eat it and the quantity. I still eat cake. They literally just delivered chocolate cake because I have to have chocolate when I'm menstruating. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Or these creative ideas on these videos, you will not see me. That's the secret. You don't have to deprive yourself of anything. You only simply have to regulate the gratification you get from things. Regulate the things, rather, that give you certain gratification so you can get the best out of life. And the third thing I will say is that you need to obey the law you set. So the vision you set is a law, right? You need to obey it. And to obey it, I've already mentioned, you need to be consistent, right? Do 3 things every day. You also need to be faithful. Faithful is equals to the belief that you are going to do what you need to get your desired result. Because what? Remember, you love your body, you love yourself, and you know you deserve a healthy home. And you know, as a child of God that's taken care of by God, the least you can do is give the Holy Spirit a clean home to stay in. Come on, is it going to stay in your home when you're not confident, you're battling with fear and self-doubt? Or are you going to do better? Ask for his support and do better. Are you going to manage your energy, which God has given you to steward, to carry out your life's vision and his assignment for that he has given you to carry out? Like gems, that's where the money is at. God will always give you money to run your vision and run his vision he has given you, right? That's your purpose, rather, he has given you. So you don't want to waste your resources, which is your energy, your body, your emotions, your physical, like, hello, get into it. And of course, that's just pretty much it. And if you want to start this journey of cycle thinking, which is the bedrock of my beauty strategy, routines, and skin health, you need to start cycle thinking. Get my guide, Change Your Life, today. And if you're interested in the body healing teas, I'll be sharing more about it in upcoming videos. And the product, when it launches, YouTube girlies, you're gonna know. If you're not subscribed to the Embody Joys newsletter, where I share all the deets and share everything, I will drop it in the video description. Sign up. All right, gems, this is a wrap up for the video. Thank you for staying. All the best. Go get yourself your beauty power and a healthier reproductive health. Healthier reproductive health. Embody today. Bye, gems.